Hello, my name is Martha, and today I am going to talk about how educators can recognize the strengths English learners bring to the classroom. I will also discuss culturally responsive teaching, supporting the different needs of English learners, and building strong connections between families, schools, and communities. Culture has a major influence on the way students communicate, learn, interact with adults, and participate in school. Students may come to us with different traditions, family expectations, ways of communicating, and experiences with education. As teachers, it is important that we do not view these differences as problems. Instead, we should recognize them as strengths that students bring into the classroom. Cultural competence means being willing to learn about and respect cultures that may be different from our own. It also means understanding that we may have our own assumptions about students and families. When teaching English learners, cultural competence helps us choose examples, materials, and teaching methods that allow students to connect new learning with things that they already know. Ladson Billings, 1995, explains that culturally relevant teaching connects academic learning with students' cultural knowledge and experiences. This does not mean that a teacher needs to know everything about every culture. It means being willing to listen, learn, ask respectful questions, and give students opportunities to share their experiences. Culture also affects how comfortable students feel using a new language. If students are afraid of making mistakes or feel like they do not belong, they may be less willing to speak. Because of this, I want my classroom to be a safe place where mistakes are treated as a part of learning. I can create this environment by learning students' names correctly, including diverse books and examples, using cooperative learning, and allowing different ways for students to show what they know. Another important strategy is recognizing students' home language as assets. Students should not feel that they have to forget their first language in order to learn English. Paris 2012 explains that cultural sustaining teaching values and supports students' languages and cultures. Teachers can allow students to connect new vocabulary to their home language, use bilingual resources when available, and encourage families to continue reading, talking, and telling stories in the language they are most comfortable using. I saw the value of this during my summer STEM experience. Students with different language abilities were able to participate in a hands-on coding lesson together. They worked with partners, followed steps, solved problems, and communicated about what they were doing. The activity gave English learners a natural reason to use language while also showing their strengths in technology and problem solving. English learners are not one group of students who all need the same thing. They have different language needs, levels, academic strengths, cultures, personalities, and other learning needs. Some ELs may also have disabilities or receive special education services. Teachers can respond to these different needs by using visuals, modeling, sentence frames, partner discussions, hands-on activities, small groups, extra wait time, and frequent checks for understanding. For students with special needs, teachers should provide both the language supports the student needs and the accommodations listed in the student's IEP when applicable. It is also important to remember students' social and emotional needs. Some English learners may feel nervous about speaking English in front of others. Others may need to adjust to a new school, cultural, community, or even a new country. Teachers can help by building positive relationships, creating peer partnerships, checking in with students, and giving students opportunities to be successful without putting them on the spot. Understanding social, emotional, and cultural needs is also important when creating routines and procedures. I cannot automatically assume that every student understands the expectations of an American classroom. I need to clearly model routines, use pictures or demonstrations when helpful, practice